On January 10, 2012, the sun glinted off the pristine snow at Park City Mountain Resort in Utah as Sarah Burke, one of freestyle skiing's brightest stars, prepared for another high-flying session. The 29-year-old Canadian skier, a trailblazer and four-time X Games champion, was pushing the boundaries of her sport once again. But what began as a routine training session quickly turned into a devastating tragedy that left the sports world reeling. This is the story of Sarah Burke, a trailblazer, a dreamer, and a legend who gave everything for the sport she loved. Sarah Jean Burke was born on September 3, 1982 in Barrie, Ontario, and raised in Midland, Canada. Even as a child, Sarah was drawn to the slopes. Her parents introduced her to skiing at the age of 5, and it quickly became apparent that the snow-covered hills were her playground. While other kids stayed on the marked trails, Sarah found joy in carving her own paths. During her teenage years, Sarah fell in love with freestyle skiing, a daring and unconventional discipline that offered the creative freedom she craved. While training in mogul skiing, she often snuck onto snowboard halfpipes to practice, a bold move in a male-dominated sport. Sarah's determination to challenge boundaries paid off. After switching her focus to freestyle skiing, she won her first major competition at the 2001 US Open of Free Skiing, solidifying her place as a rising star. Her fluid style, innovative tricks, and fearless approach earned her admiration from fans and competitors alike. Over the next decade, Sarah became a trailblazer in her sport, paving the way for women in freestyle skiing. She was instrumental in pushing for gender equality, proving that women could excel in the halfpipe and beyond. At a time when freestyle skiing was still considered a fringe activity, Sarah pushed for its legitimacy both as a sport and as an art form. She saw the potential in disciplines like the halfpipe and slopestyle, which combine technical precision with creative expression. Her efforts paid off in spades. Sarah became the first woman to land a 1,080-degree spin, 3 full rotations in mid-air during a competition. This groundbreaking achievement helped redefine what was possible for female athletes in her sport. Between 2005 and 2011, Sarah dominated the freestyle skiing world. She won 4 X Games gold medals in the Superpipe event and captured a gold medal at the 2005 FIS Freestyle World Ski Championships. Her incredible performances made her a household name and earned her the 2007 ESPY Award for Best Female Action Sports Athlete. But Sarah wasn't content with personal accolades. She was a tireless advocate for the inclusion of women's freestyle skiing events in the Winter Olympics. Her persistence paid off when the International Olympic Committee announced that the halfpipe and slopestyle events would debut at the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Though Sarah didn't live to see it, her efforts were directly responsible for this historic milestone. On January 10, 2012, Sarah was training at the Park City Mountain Resort in Utah, preparing for upcoming competitions and fine-tuning her signature tricks. She was practicing on the resort's 22-foot superpipe, a towering structure of ice and snow where athletes perform gravity-defying aerial maneuvers. While attempting a 540-degree flat spin, a trick she had executed countless times before, Sarah crashed and fell. She struck her head on the hard packed snow at the bottom of the halfpipe. At first, the severity of the accident wasn't immediately apparent. Sarah was conscious and able to move her limbs, but moments later, she collapsed into cardiac arrest, the result of a ruptured vertebral artery in her neck. Emergency personnel at the scene quickly administered CPR and airlifted Sarah to a hospital in Salt Lake City. Doctors performed surgery to repair the torn artery and placed her in a medically induced coma to reduce swelling in her brain. Despite these efforts, Sarah's condition worsened. Tests revealed that she had suffered irreversible brain damage due to oxygen deprivation following the cardiac arrest. Sarah Burke's death sent shockwaves through the skiing community and the world of sports. At just 29 years old, the loss of this vibrant trailblazer left a void that felt impossible to fill. Her family, friends, and fellow athletes rallied together to honor her memory. The Canadian Freestyle Ski Association released an emotional statement. Sarah was someone who lived life to the fullest. She was a significant example to our community and far beyond. She will be greatly missed. tributes poured in from around the globe. Fellow skiers and snowboarders spoke of her warmth, her smile, and her unmatched dedication to her craft. Competitions held moments of silence, and memorials emerged at ski resorts across Canada and the United States. Her husband, fellow skier Rory Bushfield, spoke openly of his grief and the profound light Sarah had brought into his life and the lives of so many others. Her impact extended beyond sport. Sarah was remembered as someone who fought for women, for fairness, and for the sport she loved. In the wake of Sarah's passing, the Sarah Burke Foundation was established to honor her legacy. The foundation's mission is to support young athletes and promote opportunities for women in freestyle skiing, causes Sarah had championed throughout her life. Sarah Burke's impact on freestyle skiing cannot be overstated. At a time when women were often sidelined in extreme sports, Sarah broke through barriers with grace and determination. She proved that women could not only participate in events like the halfpipe, but could dominate them. Without her advocacy, it's unlikely that the halfpipe would have become an Olympic event. The 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, where women's freestyle skiing finally made its debut, was a bittersweet triumph. Many athletes credited Sarah for paving the way, acknowledging her as the sport's greatest pioneer. Sarah Burke lived a life defined by courage, passion, and unrelenting determination. From her childhood days spent chasing the thrill of flight to her role as a global ambassador for freestyle skiing, Sarah's story is one of boundless ambition. Though her life was tragically cut short, her legacy continues to inspire. Her tireless efforts brought women's freestyle skiing to the world stage, and her memory lives on in every athlete who dares to take flight in a halfpipe. The snow-capped peaks she loved so dearly now carry whispers of her indomitable spirit, a reminder to chase dreams, push boundaries, and live life fully, no matter the risks. In Sarah's own words, the possibilities are endless, you just have to go for it. Sarah Burke, a true pioneer for the skies, may have left this earth, but her story, her spirit, will fly forever. But this tragedy is a somber reminder of the unforgiving nature of gravity, where one small mistake can lead to unimaginable consequences. And if you're interested in more stories like this, remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.